Good evening. This is David Lynn. It is Friday the 20. Oh, Friday the 50th. Today is Friday the 15th, 2023. And this is another edition of Coffee Talk number 105. Idaho Garden Girl. Hillbilly Josh. Well, I got two people telling me they're like number one. And I'm showing two people and I'm showing one like. So somebody didn't hit the right button. If both of you would try hitting that like button again, maybe it'll show a second one. I tell you what, I'm in a good time right now. Danger Dale, thank you for coming in. Please leave a like. 4 in the house with 1 like. Oh man. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. I did not live stream last night. They had a school dance scheduled. And I had said I would go to the dance and help out. Well, I got my second like. I got 4 in the house. How are you doing, Danger Dale? Dale Robertson, how are you doing? Dale Robertson, 45. And Leone Ariola. Leone Ariola. KP Heathen. How you doing, Heathen? Five in the house with 3 likes. Please leave a like if you have not done so. The Philippines, yes. Please feel free to drop your link if you have not dropped your link, or if you'd like to drop your link, or if you got a live stream, or if you got a premiere of anything coming up, please feel free to shout it out. Steve and Tina Jewell, welcome. Sometimes wonder if I should have some music playing in the background or something, some little, classical or some light music playing. I'm thinking about changes and things I can do to make things better. I use the YouTube for my live streams. Some people say to use a pay program. Some people will use a program so that they can have multiple people on. They can have people on screen with them. They can put all sorts of bright, flashy stuff. It's almost like they got a control room going, like they've got a producer that's helping them. And I like it when I've got a wingman or a wingwoman lady, and they post. They'll go ahead and they'll link channels for me. They'll link up channels for me. I like it when that happens. Sometimes Claudette will come in and do that. Sometimes Little Lone Prepper will do that for me, and I appreciate when they do that. So I will be off for 17 days now. One of the benefits of being in education, the way the school system works, or most school systems will work, at least the ones in Texas, which I'm very familiar with because I put in 30 years before I retired the first time around. I stayed retired for 5 years and then I came back this year. And when I came back this year, I returned to my roots and as a teacher, because everybody starts out teaching. If you get to be a principal or a director or superintendent or whatever, you work your way up. And I started out teaching special education, and I get copyright banned. Well, I would play probably some classical that's not copywritten. You know, the Masters, and I would play something that's not that hopefully YouTube wouldn't try to screw me over on. YouTube's very good at screwing people. They're very good at screwing people over for the least little thing. Ruthless. I mean, ruthless. Just I don't know. It's good to see some of the big corporations that are promoting all this BS that's going on right now, supporting all this BS that's going on right now. It's good to see them get stuck. You know, when the government gets them for violations, or people stop purchasing their product or watching their films, doing things to support them because of the woke crap that they're promoting. Social justice and all that BS. When you go to school, every year you take English, you take math, you take science, and you take a social studies. Those are the four core classes you take. When you're younger, oftentimes you'll take a reading class and a writing class. I mean, it'll be separated out. And then when you get older, they call it language arts. And then they start classifying it by grade level. So everybody has to be able to read and write and do math, the basics. Reading, writing, arithmetic. That's what they used to teach. In schools, they used to really teach reading, writing, arithmetic. What they used to call the 3 R's. Ryan 222, excuse me, and Storm, Radios and Cats. Ryan, let me see here. Ryan, RYAN 222. GRAFT. Let me look at your channel. Ryan has 3.78K subscribers, 995 videos. All right, Ryan, I subscribed your channel. Hopefully you will do the same thing for me. Let me share out your channel. Okay, Ryan, that's your channel up there. And I will give you a standard moderator because I am very free with my standard moderator, and I will share you out. And I will encourage those who are here to subscribe you. Storms, Radios, and Cats. Welcome, Storms, Radios, and Cats. You're next. Storms, Radios, and Cats. Well, Storms, Radios, and Cats, I am already subscribed to you. You have 335 subscribers, 151 videos. Let me share you out. This is Storms, Radios, and Cats, and I will add you as a standard moderator. Welcome back to my channel. I assume you've been here before, or that I've come across you someplace because I am subscribed to you. Food, Forest, Permaculture. Welcome, Food, Forest, Permaculture. If you are not subscribed to Food Forest, I encourage you to do so. Food Forest has a very good channel, and I encourage you to subscribe. Smashing Machine, Mike Rise. Welcome, Mike Rise. How's the family doing today? Wife's back to normal. Got her first period since she's been pregnant. Well, watch out or she might get pregnant again. Mom of 4 boys. Welcome, Mom of 4 boys. Claudette. Welcome, Claudette. Eight in the house, 7 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. Well, welcome, Storms, Radios, and Cats. So, as I was saying, 8 in the house, 8 likes. I finished the first semester of the school year today. We had kids were here till 12:30. When the kids got out and all the bus students wound up getting picked up by 1 o'clock or so, we had a luncheon catered in our school cafeteria, and it was Mexican enchiladas, rice, beans, chips, salsa, queso. Nice lunch. Had a Coke with it, and they let us out at 2 o'clock today. We got through. The lunch got through about 1:45 or so. Went back to the room, gathered my stuff up. My paraprofessionals and I left, and I told them we need to get together for breakfast maybe over the spring break. I'd treat them, and we're off for the next 17 days. So starting tomorrow, 17 days. We'll go back on the 2nd. It'll be a school work day. On the 3rd, students will return. Thankfully, I got most of my work done. Julie Ann West. Thank you for coming in, Julie. Julie Ann West from my ancestral homeland of Wales. One of my ancestral homelands. If you are not subscribed to Julie's channel, I encourage you to subscribe to Julie Ann West's channel. She will subscribe to you. That way you grow together. And I will tell you that I am slowly, it seems slowly, I'm sitting at 1,490. I am slowly approaching 1,500. 1,500 will trigger a 1,500 subscriber giveaway, and I will do a video showing the names in the hat, those who qualify for the for the giveaway, and there will be a nice goodie box. It'll be nice to send it out, Christmas time. This last Christmas, I was sitting at 400 and some odd subscribers. So over the course of the last year, I've gained, a little over 1,000 subscribers. I was gaining on average 100 or so a month, but for the last couple of months, if you look at my channel and if you look at, my giveaways, and you can look at the timing on my giveaways, they're spaced out about a month apiece. And for the last 2.5 months, say, I've gained about 50 or so subscribers, normally gaining over 100 a month. Since I have been working, and I have not been working my channel the way I normally would put it on my channel, because before I went back to work, I was putting 7 or 8 hours a day into my channel, doing videos, doing shorts, doing wall posts, commenting on other people's channels, responding to comments on my channel, and getting 100 comments or so per video, which I was averaging. It takes a while, when you're pumping them out and you're getting all those comments and you're trying to respond to them and be supportive. Yeah, I am close. Well, for one thing, I'll tell you what, Mike, you want to space those kids out. I mean, I certainly understand, you got, what, 3 sons, the triplets. So I certainly understand I'd want to have a daughter. I have a daughter. I don't have sons, but I have a daughter. And I certainly would want to have a daughter to go with those sons down the road, but I'd wait a couple of years and I'd space them out. And so I would either start looking at some form of birth control. You got to be careful with your techniques because accidents happen. But I would look at birth control or, something latex, in that nature to prevent her from getting pregnant again anytime soon. Take care, Food Forest. So 10 likes, 7 in the house. They come and they go. The friends remain. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say it like that. So I'll be off, and while I'm off, I will try to work a little bit more on my channel to hit the 1,500. I'll try to put out a short and a video tomorrow. I got lots of stuff I've got lots of material that I can do. I've been ordering a lot of stuff on Amazon, prepper related, and I have been buying items that I plan on sending out to a few folks that have been real supportive for me for a long time. Some of them have been a name I pulled out of my hat when I do one of my subscriber giveaways, and some of them are people that have just supported me consistently over years, and I periodically want to thank those few followers that just are there for me constantly in and out. And yes, now you know to use protection. So I'm also trying to give back. There are those who will run my live stream and they'll do a full replay on my live stream. So I'll get like an hour, because I normally do about an hour when I live stream, and they'll run a full rerun on it, and that'll give me an hour's playtime. And I try to do the same thing for them. most of these people, most people who do live streams will do an hour and a half or 2 hours. Sometimes they do 3 hours. And when I run live streams, I'll put together a playlist and I'll run it overnight or I'll run it in the day. I've got a spare device, my iPad, and I'll run a playlist on my iPad. And oftentimes, if you look at the comment, it comes from my backup channel, but it's still playtime, you know. And no, I didn't actually watch it. What I did was I set it up to run. It ran so you get the playtime, and then I will leave a like and a comment so you get the like and you'll get a comment. But did I watch it? I might have watched the first minute of it, you know, while I'm, you know, making my like and my comment, you know. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, you want me to give you playtime, I will give you playtime, but that doesn't mean I'm physically there in the room watching it while, you know, it's going on, because I've got stuff going on in my life as everybody else does. Um, Bathroom break. Okay, take your bathroom break. Thank you, Claudette. Every little bit counts, and yes, it helps me. The way that works. Hello, Echo. I ran a couple of your live streams today while I was at work, Echo. I just haven't left a comment and a like, but you should have picked up. I think I ran one that was about 45 minutes, and I ran another one that was like an hour or so. A couple of your live streams on my backup channel. So I'll hopefully, after I get through here, I'll go back and I'll leave a like. And I did that for several people today. I'll go back and I'll leave a like and a comment, because they do that for me. Echo does that for me. My best to Dave, Echo. Maria Marga Vogue, thank you for coming in. Susanna Morrison, proud single mom, thank you for coming in, ladies. Well, let me tell you, Guru Dave, welcome. My friend Guru Dave. So, Dave and Echo, I'll be sending you a nice package while I'm off, and I hope you get it before Christmas. I have to put it together. Hopefully, I'll be sending out a package for my 1,500 subscriber giveaway winner. That is, if I get to 1,500, I'm at 1,490. He keeps climbing on me. He keeps getting up there. I really haven't been growing. I've grown very little, but you know, he has been growing. Before you know it, he's going to pass me, and I expect he will pass me. Susanna Morrison is a single mom from the Philippines. She's a beautiful young woman, and she's got a beautiful young daughter. And I encourage you to support her channel. And I run a live stream now and then for Susanna, and usually she runs about a 3-hour live stream, so it was like 3 hours of playtime that she gets, and I'll leave a comment and a like on it. And sometimes it's on my main channel, and sometimes it's on my backup channel. 1338. That's good. Walter Davis, another friend from up north who is missing his boat. Why, thank you. So I came out of retirement this year, and I had been retired from education for 5 years, and I decided to go back. For one, I enjoyed it. I enjoy what I do, and it's decent. It's decent pay, and you get lots of time off. Now, when you're an educator and you teach, you start working usually in August. You go back about a week before the students come, and then they have what they call in-service work days and such to get ready for the school year. And then you start the school year, and some schools go by 6 weeks periods. You have a semester, you have a fall semester, you have a spring semester. Some of them go by the quarter system where it's divided into 2 quarters, 9 weeks. A lot of them is divided into 6 weeks periods, so there's three 16 weeks periods for the 18-week semester. And you get off on your weekends, so you have Saturday and Sunday off. When there's a holiday, you have the holiday off. You'll have a week off at Thanksgiving. Most districts will be off for a week at Thanksgiving. It's like a fall break. It's like midway through. And then at the end of the first semester, they have the winter break. You want to call it Christmas break, solstice, or whatever, winter break. And that will be usually 2 weeks. So we'll go back on the 2nd of July. I mean, what am I saying, July? We'll go back on the 2nd of January. And New Year's is on a Monday, so we'll go back on a Tuesday. That Tuesday we'll go back, the 2nd will be a work day. And then the kids will return on the 3rd, which is Wednesday. That'll be a short week for students, with students. A couple weeks later, we'll have Martin Luther King Day off, which is a Monday. And then Sue Me, thank you for coming in, Sue Me. And my friend Mike Crusher Reviews, thank you for coming in. Yeah, that was a funny one. I misspoke, Dave. I'm getting old. I'll start talking about something other, and then I'll forget the key word, or I'll forget the name of the place. I'm starting to look like not quite as bad as Biden, but might be getting there. It's like, oh, but then again, I'm not running for president. I'm not trying to run the country. It's all I can do to run my house. So, anybody else I missed that snuck in on me when I was talking? I'm real good at talking and not paying attention. 11 in the house, 14 likes. I've got 20 names on my list. And I'll be shouting out tomorrow. The people who are here tonight, I'll shout y'all out on my community wall when I do a community post. I'll post an item, picture of an item, price, suggestion for prepping. I'm planning on sending out this will also be in my goodie box that I give out. One of these will be in my goodie box. Nice folding camp stove. I've got one sitting up there on top. If you look right where my finger is up there, that's one that I use. I use them. Boil water. I'll be sending some of those out with propane. I'll be sending out some of my Tabasco sauce. I'll be sending some things out, you know. And Little Lone Prepper, thanks for coming in. If you go and you look at the description of any of my videos, it has my email address down. If you're ever interested in speaking with me or communicating with me, you can send me an email. I've had that same email address for about 30 years. And I'm real good at texting. If you want to send me your phone number, I can send you a text. And if you want to basically communicate back and forth through text messages, I can do that. I can also ask you if you want to talk, and then we can talk, have a nice conversation about whatever you'd like to talk about. Um, well, don't worry, son. You'll be getting some more of it. I'm gonna send you a variety this time. Anyway, I hope you and Echo are enjoying it. I'm still going through that box that you sent me. Y'all sent me back months ago. I'm still going through that box and hadn't been through it all. Um, yeah, I like the chipotle. That's my favorite. I like the green sauce. Both of the chipotle and the green sauce are both a 2 on the heat scale. The regular Tabasco is a 3, and then there are specialty Tabascos that are like cayenne, like, oh, you get hot, you know. But the regular, some people do not like the regular Tabasco, the red, because they say it's vinegary, and it does have it is a little vinegary. But the green sauce is excellent, and it's very tasty. And the chipotle sauce is, I mean, either one of those are go-tos. Those are very good. Um, so 10 more, 10 more. When I started, I was at 1490. Now I know how Pastor Green felt. Justin Green and Guru Dave will vouch for this. I would talk to him about trying to get the pastor over 1,000. He was right there at the door for so long, and he'd pick up a few and he'd drop a few. He'd pick up a few and he'd drop a few. And I was begging people. I was constantly shouting him out, asking people to subscribe him, begging for people to subscribe him. And finally, he hit 1,000. And the next morning, he dropped to 999. And I said, GD, I just cannot believe it. And I think he dropped down to like 998. And like today, he's at about 1,010. So he's over the hump. He's got his 1,000, and now he needs to get his watch hours, you know. And I do not know. The other thing I can say, I don't understand. I go into channels, to videos, and what does it cost you to leave a like? I don't understand. What does it cost to leave a like? You just basically press the symbol. Um, so many people do not leave likes. There are people who come into my live stream all the time and say hello, and I can tell they don't leave me a like. The same people. Most people that come in that watch me regularly will leave me a like. You know, like right now I've got 15 likes, and I've identified 21 channels that have come in tonight. Now, I mean, yeah, there are people who lurk and they don't, they don't leave comments, and I would think that most of those do not leave likes either. A few do, but whenever you go into a channel, the first thing you should do is leave them a like. Whether you comment or not, leave them a like. Show appreciation for their effort. You don't like what they put up? If this is a channel that you're subscribed to, everything they put out is not going to be something that you like. They'll put out stuff on topics that you probably don't like. Bus Stop. Thank you for coming in, Bus Stop. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing me. I will be sharing the channels that are in here tonight on my community wall. What I normally do when I do a wall post is I will state that I'm doing a live stream that night, the next night, or whatever. I'll just state that, coffee talk or taco talk or whatever number, blah, 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 at 7 p.m., the date. And then I'll have an image that I've put up, and it'll be of some product that I recommend or something that I bought or something I've done, something prepper related, most likely. Sometimes I'll post pictures of food, or I'll do a short of several days worth of lunches that the school puts out. At my school, they put out pretty good lunches. The lady who's the head of the cafeteria, she's a chef, and she puts out nutritious stuff. I love her vegetables. You'll get like a little salad, and it'll have several cherry tomatoes. It'll have some cucumber cut up. It'll have some carrot in it. Lettuce. She'll put together a nice little salad for you that you'll get. And I'll sometimes I'll put something like that up. But here lately, I've just been trying to put up preps, recommendations for preparedness that are not expensive. Best buy situations that are not expensive, preps that you can have that you can keep, and then down the road you can use, in an emergency situation. So you're at 6:38, Julianne. Well, that's good. One thing I can do for some of you is I have a backup channel, and I've got about 20 or so channels that are I've subscribed on my backup channel, and I'll use my backup channel just to provide support. I don't really post stuff on it. I transfer stuff from my main channel over to my backup channel on private setting, so that if anything ever happens to my main channel, I can always pull it out and reload it on my backup channel, and then go, start building my backup channel. But I can, some of you that I'm not subscribed to on my backup channel, I can give you a subscription. That way I can give you another subscription, because if you're here, I'm subscribed to you. I subscribe. If you come in new to me and you're not a troll, I subscribe you, so you will get my subscription. And if I ever visit your channel, you'll know, because I always leave a like and I always leave a comment. That's something I religiously encourage people to do. And thank you for linking channels, Claudette. I appreciate that. I was commenting before you came in, and maybe you were lurking at the time, but I commented that you oftentimes are my wing lady. You and Little Lone Prepper will oftentimes come up, and Guru Dave has done that in the past. I've done that for him, and he's done that for me. We'll go and link channels. So right now, there are several channels that I'm trying to help with as much view time, support as I can. One of them, and I'm not taking away from, if I don't mention your name, I'm not taking anything away from you, because I do visit your channel once in a while. But like right now, Idaho Garden Girl. And as I write down these names, I'm going to go to these channels tonight and make my playlist. Mom of 4 boys. Living my best life. I will say a channel that I need to start supporting more, and I encourage everybody to support. Bus Stop. I need to give Bus Stop some views, and I need to give Bus Stop some comments and some likes. He's got his 1,000. He hit his 1,000. Now he needs the watch hours. He's got a ways to go. He's got a ways to go to get monetized. Mike Crusher I watch every one of Mike's videos. He he's considered a ration or a food channel, and I enjoy his content, and I watch all of his stuff that he puts out. Walter Davis is a very wise man. I support Walter. He does a lot of little shorter videos, and if you have not subscribed to Walter, I encourage you to. Another channel that I need to provide more support for is Julie Ann West. We need to try to get her some more view time. And Susanna Morrison. And usually when I run a live stream with Susanna, she'll do like a 3-hour live stream. So if I run her live stream, she's getting 3 hours. She's getting 3 watch hours from me. So I will be giving these folks watch time tonight. Also, Danger Dale. I need to give Danger Dale watch time. You need to support those who support you. And Mike Rise, Mr. Smashing Machine, you need to put out some new content, young man. The pickings on your channel are very slim. You need to put out some new content. Sumi, I thank you so much for coming in. There was a new channel that came in, Bus Stop, Ryan222 GRAFT. I was not, and I subscribed to that channel tonight. So that might be one that you're not subscribed to. You might want to look at that one. Ryan, RYAN 222 GRAFT. That might be one you might want to try. Yeah, the algorithm. The algorithm's been screwing people. The purge is real. And Dave, I need to. You haven't been putting out. You've been supporting Echo. Dave and Echo are together. I sort of got them together. I was their fairy godfather, or whatever you want to call it. But Dave hasn't been really pushing his channel the way he used to. He's been trying to support Echo and growth on her channel, and trying to get her to 1,000, which I encourage you to subscribe her if you've not subscribed. They've been doing Yahtzee tournament. Okay, have a good evening, Little Lone Prepper. Yes, I was a matchmaker. But it is important that we give back to those who support us. Before my mother passed away, may she rest in peace, she was just shy of 82 when she died. And she would have lived longer, but her earlier life She didn't take as good a care of herself as she should have, and it led to heart problems. And she struggled with that the last 20 years of her life. Um, that and the fact she was half German. And you know those Germans and you know the way they eat and their weight and everything. Um, but she asked me why I took such good care of her. And honestly, I didn't take the best care of her in the world when she was really old. But when she was like in her 60s and her early to mid 70s, I really did. I really was her caregiver and took really good care of her. And when I got married, that dropped off. She had help, but that dropped off, and I didn't spend as much time with her. I didn't do as much for her. I mean, I made sure she ate and got her medication, and that she was looked after, but I didn't, as far as the time. Um, but she asked me why I took such good care of her, and I would tell her, well, when I was a little boy, you took really good care of me, so now I'm giving it back. I'm giving back to you. I'm paying you back. Towards the very end of her life, she thought I was my father. She would call me Clark, my father. And I resembled my father in that we're both bald. We were both bald. He had dark hair, whereas I was blonde, and now it's all white. You know, uh, we're about the same size. But I think I look more like my mother's side of the family than my father's side of the family. Um, but you got to give back. If your parents are still alive, every chance you get, tell them you love them and you appreciate them. Your spouse, express your feelings for your spouse every day. Your children, if you still got grandparents, you're blessed. I never really knew my grandparents. They were all passed before I was born. I was a late life baby. So I encourage you, show appreciation. Give the love. Thank first responders for their service. The military, veterans, thank them for their service. Make them feel good. What does it cost for you to make somebody feel good? To say something kind to them. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Law enforcement, they risk their lives. Firefighters, they risk their lives. EMS workers often risk their lives. Thank them. They're not doing it to get rich. Hell, they're not. They might be making a decent living. They put in overtime. They do private duties and such. After hours duties. They do their shift and then they go someplace and they're getting paid to do security someplace. Off duty. It's hard on them. It's hard on the military. The suicide rate amongst soldiers, former soldiers, veterans. We don't take care of our veterans the way we should. Law enforcement, medical workers, very high depression, suicide rates, very high. I'll take your word on that, bus stop. Um, back in the day, I was into photography. And at that time, you didn't have digital, you had film. So you had a film camera. And 35 millimeter was the standard for a long time. At one point, they came out with these little disposables. Had a roll of film with a little cheap little lens. You had a little flash. You'd pop it. The flash was good for 8 or 10 feet. Um, you'd advance as far as it go, and then you take it and turn it in and have it processed, and they process it, and it costs you $6 or $7 to have it processed, and they make you prints. You have the negatives if you want to make a reprint. You'd buy the little cameras for about $3, $4, and that's how people would, it was popular. You put them on tables at parties, you know, and people would use them, and take pictures and all, and then they'd leave them or they'd take them with them, whatever, and you could, like party favors or whatever. But I used to be into photography, and I would spend a good amount of money on cameras, lenses, flashes, and a light kit for doing portraits and such. And I had a 2¼ inch format, 60 millimeter camera that I use for portraits, so like making blowing up 16x20s and such, real high quality portraits. Um, and oftentimes the late life babies are really the babies. They're really the parent's baby, the mother's baby, or whatever. One of my paraprofessionals is 24 years old. His mother's my age, so he was a late life baby. I've got a child who's 25, so I was 36 maybe when my daughter was born, and his mother and I graduated the same year. We were both class of 80, so she was like maybe 37, 38 when she had him, and right now she's 62, so yeah, maybe she was like 38, and he's a late life baby. So his siblings are 10, 12 years older than him, and he was a little kid when they grew up, so he was a little kid and they were grown, so he doesn't have the relationship with them that he would have if they were closer together. My uncle Howard, was making cards, prepping cards to send off to people, and a lot of people don't send cards, but his daughter, my cousin Rhonda, is about my age. She's got one daughter, and you were 34 when you had my mom was 36 when she had you. Yes, I understand. My mother was 40 when she had me. I'm an only child, and they were married for 21 years before I was born. Both of them had been smokers, and they both stopped smoking a couple of years before I was born, and I guess that affected the fertility, and they were able to have me. Otherwise, I probably would have never existed. But be thankful. Be thankful. But all my aunts and uncles are gone except for my Uncle Howard, who's 92. He'll be 93 in July. Uncle Lucian passed at 94, so I figure any time now for him, or maybe a few more years. Retired police officer, Georgia State Police for 32 years, worked security after retirement. He was security for one of the colleges back there. He has a bachelor's of business administration from Georgia State, never used it. He was always in law enforcement. Wife used to get on his butt about why did he go to college and he didn't use his degree. For you get a degree in business, you'd think you'd do something business related. And yeah, My mother was born in 23. 23. My father was born in 1913. He was the eldest of 9 kids. His baby brother, my Uncle Howard, was 17 years younger than him. 2 years old when his father passed away. Never knew his father. He thought my father was his father when he was growing up. Helped raise him. They're very close. And my Aunt Marie, may she rest in peace, she died a year or so back. She was 82 when she passed. She used to always complain that my Uncle Howard was raised by women. He was raised by women, you know. And I guess he had some ways that she didn't like, or she thought, I don't know, whatever, but she complained that he was raised by women. Well, he was raised by women, you know. All of his older sisters and everything. You know, the 2 or 3 were very close. The youngest 2 or 3, my Aunt Audis, my Aunt Helen. I spent time with them. Went back to Aunt Helen's funeral when after she passed. She was like 80, 81. Aunt Audis was like maybe 83 when she passed. Been a long time. Mother lives on a dairy farm. Owns a touchless car wash. Well, that's good. So, Maria Varga. I will try to give you some love tonight, Maria. Maria Marga, I will try to give you some love tonight. Watch some of your stuff. So, I'll post on my community wall the channels that were here tonight. I have 22 channels I've identified that came in tonight, and I'll try to give all of y'all love on my community wall tomorrow. And I'll try to drop a short in another video. I'll drop a 2, 3, 4 minute video unboxing. I got some stuff to unbox. I'm in the process. I'll be putting out I'll be sending a few folks some stuff. And I need to hit my 1,500 so I can do my 1,500 subscriber giveaway. If you have a backup channel and I'm not subscribed to you on your backup channel, if you would subscribe me. If you produce content and you do not have a backup channel, I would suggest you create one. It doesn't cost you anything. I would put drop a couple of videos on it, and you can use it if you've got multiple devices to give people watch time. You can use it to back up videos, you know, your main channel videos. You can back them up on it, keep them on private. If something happens to your main channel, you can start releasing them on your backup channel to try to recreate where you're at. Be safe on the bus stop. And but I need to get to 1,500 so I can do my 1,500 subscriber giveaway. In all of my regular videos, I indicate the rules to my giveaways. Please leave a like and a supportive comment on the last 5 videos that I've done prior to hitting 1,500. So those 5 videos just prior to hitting 1,500, you need to leave a like and a supportive comment on each of those 5. And if you do, I will put your name in the hat. Whatever name I draw out will get the goodie box. And if you want to see what my goodie boxes look like, look at one of my previous giveaway videos. Every 100 since 500 through 1400, I've given away a goodie box. I'll be giving away a goodie box for 1500. However, it's been about 2.5 months since my last giveaway because my channel just has not been growing because I haven't been putting into it. I was growing at about 100 subscribers or more a month, but now I'm down. I mean, I've picked up probably 50-ish in the last 2.5 months. So that, you know, I attribute that to the fact that I've been working and I just haven't been putting in the effort on my channel. You want the garden to turn out well, you got to water and prune. You got to give it love, and then the plants will give you love. And it is what it is. I will plan on being back tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another edition of Coffee Talk. And one of the things I need to mention is I've stopped listing the P.O. box because I just decided to drop the P.O. box. I've used that when I send out stuff or when I receive stuff because I didn't want to just generally give out my home address just as a security matter. I mean, if you communicate with me and tell me you want to send me something other, I'll let you have my mailing address, but I don't list it. I listed my P.O. box, but they keep going up on the box rent. You know, you want 6 months box rent, it's like $83 for 6 months now. It's outrageous. And for the you know, this last year I probably had about a half a dozen people send me stuff. So for the amount of stuff I've received, I really just can't justify keeping it. I've got the money to keep it, but it's like, to me, it's like wasting money. I'd rather put that money into giving people stuff, you know, giveaway. So I will plan on being back tomorrow. Every day when you get up, thank God. When you get to a certain age, it's not a guarantee that you'll get up. Thank God for the day. Pray always. The Lord's Prayer. And when you pray, pray for people. Pray for your health. Pray for wisdom, forgiveness of your sins. Don't pray, Lord, give me money, give me money, give me money, I need money. You know, work for it. The blessings will come. You know, the Lord knows what you need without asking for it. Scriptures say that. And when you pray, don't pray in front of people, pray in private. You know, the Lord hears private prayers. Yeah, that's good, and I appreciate that. And you know, when you get my Christmas mail out, it'd be nice if you did another, you know, because I'm going to be sending you a Christmas mail out. And I did get your new address. I did get the new address. I recorded the new address, so that's where I'll send it to. All right, so remember, the Boy Scout motto is be prepared. I'm sorry I didn't talk as much about preparedness as I normally do, but be prepared. It is what it is. Life is good, but it is what it is. And we are living in tough times. Could be the start of World War III and SHTF. I mean, we're in SHTF right now, the way the economy is. Everybody, please have a blessed day. And I will see you all tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk.